Imagine getting an email from your bank saying your account has been leaked. Please verify your identity immediately. Everything looks real, the logo, the email address, even the website looks identical. Without thinking twice, you enter your username, password, and verification code. Tada! A few minutes later, your bank account has been emptied. You weren't hacked because your password was weak, you were tricked into giving it away. And that exactly is called phishing. But why is it called phishing? How does these scams work? And more importantly, how can you spot them before it's too late? In this video, we are gonna cover all of those things and how these attacks work and what are the different types of phishing and how you can protect yourself from these vulnerabilities or scams, right? Well, welcome to a new video. Welcome to Tech Trends. Here we make education fun. So if you're into tech, AI, cybersecurity, marketing, please consider subscribing because the goal is to reach 1 million subscribers at the end of this year. All right, so what exactly is phishing? It is a type of cyber attack where the attacker pretends to be someone you trust in order to steal that sensitive information. And that information could look anything like passwords, credit cards, banking information, verification codes, or your personal information. So instead of breaking into your device, phishing tricks you into voluntarily handing over your information. That's why phishing is considered one of the most successful cyber attacks ever created. And this is exactly why it's very important to understand the world that we live in, the cyberspace. We are all chronically online, but this is just a part and parcel of your own cyber security. All right. So why is it called phishing? Well, the name comes from the word fishing itself, just like someone fishing throws bait into the water, hoping a fish bites. So, cyber criminals throw out fake emails, messages, phone calls, or websites, hoping someone takes that bait. But the PH spelling became popular during like early hacker culture. So, eventually, that also became like the official cybersecurity term. Well, how does phishing work? Although phishing scams come in many forms, they usually follow the same process. So the attacker creates a fake message. They pretend to be someone you trust. Then they'll create a sense of urgency or curiosity. Then you, the victim, will click a link or open an attachment when you'll enter your personal information or basically download some malware depending on what and where you're doing it and how the attack has been used or the attack has been done. And then the attacker steals that data or the access. Well, in all of this, the attack doesn't rely on advanced hacking, it relies on human psychology. Then we have some common types of phishing, which is email phishing. It's the most common type and the most famous type. And I think every time I hear the word phishing, I associate that majorly with like email phishing, although there are like different types as well. So the attacker basically sends a fake email pretending to be a bank or a delivery company, streaming services, Netflix, Facebook, Instagram, or your employer, or even like the government agencies, or even like postal companies, right? The goal for them is to convince you to click that malicious link or download an infected attachment. Then we have the spear phishing. Instead of targeting thousands of people, these types of attack target one specific person or an organization. And the message often includes personal information, making it much more convincing. Then we have whaling. It is similar to like the spear phishing, but it's aimed at like high profile targets such as CEOs or business owners, the executives or like our government officials, because these individuals often have access to valuable information. So basically, they are like attracted by the attackers to be a pretty good target, like. So then we have Smishing. Can't pronounce that at all. Well, we have smishing. It's basically a combination of like SMS and phishing. So instead of an email, the attacker would send a fake SMS text asking you to click link or verify your account or claim prizes or lotteries, And then we have wishing, which is a combination of voice plus phishing. So the attackers calls the victims pretending to be a bank, technical support, or I don't know, police officers, government agencies, and stuff like that. Basically, some sort of official, and their goal is to pressure you into revealing sensitive information over the phone. So one of a classic example would if someone called you and like you got received a code at the same time and says, "Hey, we are trying to reset your password because we just found some suspicious login." And because you received the code at the same time, you just assume that it is a legit call and you proceed to give that code, then you'll find out that you're locked out of the account. So it's not really a good way. Like only you are allowed to reset your accounts and share the codes. Sorry, not share the code. Like always keep the code with you. But that is to say that you never have to share a code with anyone. It's always meant to be private and personal and limited to you. Well, then we have the QR phishing. As the name suggests, instead of sending a link, the attacker will create a QR code, and scanning it may take you to like a fake login page or a website without you realizing it. So why does phishing work so well? Well, you might think I would never fall for something like that. But phishing isn't designed to fool everyone. It's designed to fool enough people. So attackers often create emotions such as like urgency, fear, curiosity, excitement, and sympathy. People react emotionally. They're most likely to like make quick decisions without like careful considerations, or like checking if something is like even genuine to begin with. And that's exactly what attackers are counting on. And since it's so common, you understand the state where we are at right now. Well, how can you spot a phishing attempt? There are many common warning signs. So, for example, unexpected emails or messaging asking you to act immediately, then some poor grammar or spellings or unusual wordings. Then we have email addresses that exactly match the company, or links leading to suspicious websites, or requests for passwords, verification codes, or even payment information. Also, offers that sounds too good to be true. Often they're not. Or they're also attempting for getting you to purchase something in marketing. It's a whole other realm that we can obviously discuss sometime. But yeah. So, how can you protect yourself? Never click links just because an email or message tells you to. Visit websites by tapping the address yourself or using a trusted bookmark. Double check email addresses before responding and never share passwords or one time verification codes with anyone. Enable two factor authentication whenever possible and make sure you keep your devices and apps up to date. But if something feels suspicious, pause. I can't even stress how important it is to be under pressure and not act on it. It's hands down my favorite trait in cybersecurity professionals, to be honest, is like just pause. Take a moment to verify it before taking any action. That one habit alone can prevent like many phishing attacks. So it brings us to the end of this video. And a quick recap is phishing is a cyber attack that tricks people into giving away sensitive information by pretending to be someone they trust. Instead of hacking computers, attackers manipulate human behavior. Some of the types are email phishing, spear phishing, whaling, smishing, wishing, and QR phishing. All follow the same goal: getting you to reveal the information or to install some malicious software. The best defense isn't just good security software, it's learning how to recognize these warning signs because this attack is on you and not a device. So, well, that's it. Hope this was helpful. Give it a big thumbs up and it helps the channel. And as usual, it's free, so come on. Before you go, I know everyone has a phishing story to tell. I really want to know what's yours. I don't think there's anything to be embarrassed about unless it's like an intense situation that you don't really want to share. Let's just all laugh away and learn from each other. So let me know in the comment below. And thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.